Nick Wright is officially a bigger Caleb Williams fan than anybody on the planet because of what he said. I'm going to talk about that right now. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL. Here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about Nick Wright, FS1 Fox Sports analyst for the show First Things First, coming out and saying the unthinkable, right? Coming out and saying that the Chicago Bears in Caleb Williams' first year could be led by him to the Super Bowl. Let me repeat that. Nick Wright thinks that Caleb Williams could potentially lead the Bears to the Super Bowl in his first year. Now, to Nick's credit, he didn't say win the Super Bowl. He just said lead them to the Super Bowl. But the point is, this is insane, folks. I like Nick Wright. I like him a lot. He's funny and, his sports takes are decent. So, in general, Nick's a smart guy. But, man, oh, man, talk about heaping expectations and pressure on this kid. Now, I didn't have to talk about this, but I wanted to just because of the fact that, look, we cannot do this with Caleb. Like, I know that Caleb was the #1 overall pick, and I know that Caleb is considered a generational prospect, but we can't set these type of expectations on Caleb in year one. Okay? Playoffs, I'm good with. That I expect. But again, I told you and I'll get into it in a second here, that is not my criteria for success in year one for the Bears and Caleb Williams. But I get it. If you want to say, hey, Faiz, they should be able to make the playoffs. They got all the talent in the world. Easy schedule. Cool, I got it. But to say they can get to the Super Bowl, I'm not saying it's impossible, but a rookie quarterback leading a team to the Super Bowl his first year. Just obviously ridiculous to say. And now I'll talk about kind of what Nick mentioned as his reasons. Now, I can't post a video for copyright reasons. Go check it out. On Twitter, you can find it anywhere. Maybe I'll link it down below as well. But he basically talked about the fact that the schedule is a joke. And it is pretty easy. I told you guys this. I have the Bears finishing 11-6, 10-7, 11-6, somewhere around there. They play the third easiest schedule in football, folks. Like Patriots, Commanders, Cardinals, teams like that. It's pretty weak. And then he talked about his only concern being that Caleb could get off to a slow start, but now he sees 7-2 possibly in the first 9 games. And a weak conference in the NFC, obviously, if he's in the AFC, completely different story. And he also mentioned a bunch of different quarterbacks that had immediate success in their rookie season, mentioning Russell Wilson, Big Ben, CJ Stroud, Dak Prescott, Andrew Luck, Brock Purdy. So those were kind of his reasonings. Even still, this is too much to expect from Caleb in year one, folks. That would be great. It would be fantastic. But let's just please calm down here because the season's not a failure if we don't get to the Super Bowl. I mean, my guy, can we get to the playoffs first? Can we do that? Can we win 8 games? How about over 500? Can we do that? So here's kind of where I'm at. I've mentioned this before, but it's a good time to revisit here. To me, what is considered success for Caleb and the Bears in year one? Now, record-wise, yes, absolutely, it's important for us to have a good record. Again, to me, the schedule is very easy. We should be able to get 10, 11 wins. Worst case should be 9, honestly. But, that's what I feel. We won 7 games last year, and, a 2-3 game improvement's not asking for that much with a much improved roster. So record-wise, I get that, and playoff-wise, I get that. But to me, as a Bears fan, all my life, there's only one thing that needs to happen for this season to be considered a success. One thing, and that is Caleb proving that he's a franchise quarterback. If Caleb Williams proves in year one that he's a franchise quarterback, whether it be, again, his play, the numbers, whatever the case is, if you look at Caleb Williams like people looked at CJ Stroud last year, it's a success. We don't even have to make the playoffs. Hey, look, Caleb could play brilliantly, and let's say the defense could be terrible, or other factors could be at play, and the Bears just, not make the playoffs, or, just barely get in as a wild card or something like that. So team success is great. It's fantastic. But to me, it's more important in year one to know that I, as in my team, has an elite quarterback. So to me, that is the one thing. Caleb proves to me he's a franchise quarterback, the guy that we can build around for the next 10, 15 years. Our guy, our version of Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, our QB1. If he proves that, season's a success. Season's a success. Because we've gotten to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman. Team success doesn't necessarily equal overall success for the franchise. And right now, the best thing for the franchise is Caleb proving he's the guy in year one. So that, to me, is going to be my sort of hope, expectations. I'm not even thinking Super Bowl, folks. Like, I know Nick and on these shows, they probably have to kind of, give these extreme hot takes. But, man, that's so far removed from, where I'm at. That's just gravy at this point. For me, it's just all about Caleb proving he's the guy. And, hey, hopefully we make the playoffs. That's the expectation. So let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts about Nick Wright's kind of thoughts on Caleb and the Bears reaching the Super Bowl. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks.